Alright, so this is my Prusa, and it overheated, melted some plastic, and I just got this new printer. I'm gonna fix this, but at a later time. But I just got the Prusa Mini, and I just took everything out. These are some of the parts, more parts, more parts, and more parts. And so I thought I had ordered the semi-assembled version, but I didn't. I actually ordered the non-assembled version. So now I gotta dedicate 6 to 10 hours assembling this, depending on how fast I can do it. So let's get started. All right, so I've spent maybe, I don't know, maybe like 15-20 minutes going through the first few steps, which is basically just gathering items and kind of like associating myself with where the items are in the boxes. There's about 5-6 boxes. I'm on step 3. Like as you can see, it's pretty easy. Go ahead and find this plastic thing called the Prusa lubricator applicator, and then find the Prusa lubricant, and then it says get some paper towels. So moving on to step 4, I've separated everything here. My plan is to use this side of the table to set up the printer, and then everything that came in the box is right here, except for those white boxes. That's something else. But yeah, everything else is there. It's not a whole lot of stuff actually when you look at it. It's not that much. And then over here you see that this is the empty box. This is where the stuff, the whole package came in. And then I've noticed this stuff wasn't in any of the boxes, but if you notice, this is filament, this is a USB alcohol wipe with like a, kind of looks like a guitar string, so that you can, it is a guitar string actually. Yeah, that's cool. Pretty sure that's a guitar string. It looks like it. That's to clean the extruder. Here I have the filament sensor, and basically all these things that weren't inside of a box are the things that are going to be placed last. So that's why I set it to the side, away from everything else, because I know that this stuff is gonna, like the power supply, all this stuff is used at the very end. So currently in my pre-3D printing reality, this is what I'm doing. I got these stars for Voodoo Donuts that I'm working on. I have 11 of them, but I think I'm gonna end up printing about 22 of them. And yeah, I'm shipping these out tomorrow. And unfortunately, yeah, this happened, right? So that's why that's not the reason why I ordered the printer, but for stuff like that, that's why I ordered this Prusa Mini. I'm probably gonna get another Prusa Mini if business continues to excel. So right now I'm using this little cheat sheet to make sure I got the right screw, and I'm gonna place the GoPro right here, and I might do a time lapse at some point, but I don't want to waste a whole lot of battery or memory or editing time or anything like that to create a video about this experience. I just want to like do little tidbits, but whatever, it's gonna be a good experience. And so gonna go ahead and continue with these instructions. Like I said, I'm on step 4, and there's 62 steps to this portion of the build. All right, so real quick, this spider right here kind of looks like a Black Widow, but it's not a Black Widow. I don't see the hourglass in its belly, but it is building a spider web inside my eyepiece. So I'm gonna go outside and put it away. Everything has changed. None of you've gone away. Things are getting darker. So the printer is doing a great job. I've been operating this thing for about a week, and it's kind of been on like a 24-hour shift, 24/7-hour shift. It's been printing. I have nothing to complain about. I've had 0 failed prints so far. I switched out the original spinning device that Prusa provides, where you place the spool facing upwards, so it's like perpendicular to what you see there. I already had this Lazy Susan, so I decided to go ahead and implement this instead, just because I feel like there's less of a possibility of it getting stuck. Where this, I don't know, probably not going to get stuck either, but I know that's going to work for sure, so I don't really need this. I'll have it as backup or something if I get another one, I don't know. But the printer itself has been doing a great job. My first attempt at printing was a complete success. The instructions, now that I've done the whole assembly process, gotta say the instructions were pretty phenomenal. There's nothing bad about it. And like what I did was I had the website open where you are reading through the instructions, and there's a comment section, and you see that in the comments people have the same questions you do. So there was very few questions. Like I said, the instructions are really, really good, but having that comment base as a resource was helpful in probably like 2 instances. It turns out that this machine, the Prusa Mini Plus, prints just as fast as the MK3S. And so it sounds like there's going to be a firmware update, or it already exists. So I have to look into that, and that makes it so that there's some kind of firmware update that allows you to print at a faster rate. And from what I understand, it could be like twice as fast as what it currently is. I tried doing the timeout on this, and so that the LED or the LCD would turn off after a certain amount of time, but it seems like it didn't work out. So I just printed this thing that I found on Thingiverse, and I just placed it over that, and that's basically it. It dims it enough so that at night it's not bothering me. What can be a pain is that my USB drive does flash, and so you know, whenever the heater is working on this machine or the other machine, the MK3S, the LEDs blink to let you know that the heating devices are in action. So I usually place black tape over those guys because I want to sleep with no LEDs blinking all the time. So I gotta say, this guy is pretty much, I mean, I have nothing to complain about. I really don't have anything to complain about. It's small. It has zero misprints so far. I'm pretty satisfied with my first attempt at printing being a complete success, and so far it's still been a success. I got my MK3S Plus, no, my MK3S working. I'm doing this large platform. It's been also on 24/7 work modes for the past about 3 days. Yeah, it's been on 24-hour for 3 days now. I have to recommend these guys here. I'm located in Los Angeles, and there's a, a there's a company called LA 3D Print Repair, and they're currently located in Covina. And those guys have actually, they were the ones that assembled this Prusa the first time. I wanted to make it a challenge, so I didn't pay them. I went ahead and I assembled this printer myself. But this one here, they printed. It says right there, assembled by, and you can see their logo and their phone number and all that stuff. Their website is la3dpr.com, and their phone number is 909-437-0250. And they did a really good job. The reason why they fixed it was because there was a blob that took place on the printer, and so moving forward, in order to eliminate that, I've been cleaning my print bed with alcohol. I use alcohol, 99% alcohol, and then I use these Kimtex. But I would use the alcohol while the machine was hot, so most of the alcohol would evaporate immediately. So what I've been doing now is after a few prints, I go ahead and I clean it while the bed's cold. I'm doing the same thing with this one. Every few prints, while the bed's cold, I'll go ahead and I'll wipe it with some alcohol. And you can see this little Frankenstein I made yesterday. Kind of small. I'm gonna put some candy in this thing. No supports needed. I found it on Thingiverse now that the holidays are coming along. Yeah, so I got nothing to complain about. It's been really good. I am going to play some video of the lithophanes that I've been creating, because for the past 3 days or so, that's what I've been doing the most, is lithophanes. The lithophanes were created on this printer. The large lithophane in the video that you'll see, it was created on this printer. But if you want to have an idea of what the quality is like, I mean, the beauty is that both of these machines will go to 50 micron, where, like, for example, I know the Bamboo can only go up to 70. And when doing lithophanes, you want that kind of high definition, high resolution on your layer height. So they are a little slow compared to the Bamboo, because my cousin just bought a Bamboo and it's twice as fast as this machine and that machine, because these both print at pretty much the same speed. But if speed isn't your priority and you want a good knowledge base, community, and just resources and the ability to upgrade your printer from you know, like, just so that it becomes a more efficient printer, Prusa's probably one of the ways to go. You know, they're workhorses. So that's my video summary, and I hope it helps you out to some degree. If you have any questions, leave some comments, and I'll make sure to get back to you. Peace.